Camp has a way of staying with you. Long after the tents are packed away, it keeps shaping how you see people, how you show up, and especially how you serve. In today's episode, Camillo and I reflect on the journeys that brought us into camp and the deeper meaning we've discovered along the way. What we've come to realize is that camp is more than nature or a place. It's something that forms you and stays with you. This is Tent Talk. You live in Australia, right?
Yes, I do. I do live in Australia, Brisbane, like
Okay.
40 minutes away from Brisbane city, a small little suburb called Ipswich.
Ipswich. What a fun name.
Ipswich.
Ipswich.
Yes.
So cool. Nice.
Yes,
So,
yes.
what landed you there?
I had a passion to study looking at Raj's life and things like that. He was an amazing magnetic person. People would just draw to him. So I thought, oh, maybe because he studied and growing up in church. So I thought studies will get me there where I want to. So I went in to study, but then I had to work for my thing. And unfortunately, I couldn't study there because of the expenses. So I just continued on my work field. But here and there, I do study. I mean, I study on my own books and things like that, which is kind of helping me to get where I am through the
Lifetime
back door.
student.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what somebody said, that you learn until you die.
Absolutely.
Yes. So,
And you die when you stop learning.
yes, that's true. That's true.
So, what exactly do you do, Camillo?
I work among people with disability, with mental disability. So I look after them and yeah, take them out for shopping and teach them life's basic skills like keeping them clean, having showers and brush the teeth, because they forget those essential kind of things to do in their life. So it becomes hard, and because of their hygiene level is low, they feel anxious that when they go out that they won't be accepted. So I give them a platform and say, people will accept you. So I walk with them, talk with them, and take them to coffee shops and lunches. So
You do
that's-
life with them, right?
Yes, yes,
The
that,
reality of it.
Yes,
Means-
and because some of the people whom I work with, the families have completely stopped communicating with them, and they don't have any connection with family. Like this other person whom I work with, he never saw his sister. I think for 15 years.
Wow.
15 years, where every time I used to ask him, oh, can we go and meet her? He said he won't even tell her name or anything. And finally, one day he gave in. And I called her and we met her. You know, and we went just for a cup of coffee. We spent around $2,000
Wow.
just for a cup of coffee, nothing more than that. We went, met with a sister, had a cup of coffee, and they had a long chat. Like they were sitting in a coffee shop like 4 or 5 hours,
Worth every dollar.
worth every cent. That's what Rachika used to tell, that what is the cost of a soul? You can't put a money on a soul, isn't it? It's just that thing. That's the passion, passion for people, passion for people who are lost, passion for people who are not touched, passion for people where people do these kind of things for money. Because money is part of everything, but money is not everything.
It's not the main thing.
It's not the main thing. Yes.
It's a tool.
It's a tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tool.
But you're using it to do something that's so much deeper, like you said.
Yes, yes. I mean, that's what Jesus also said, isn't it? I am the living water.
Yeah.
The living water is free, but the plumbing costs something.
Oh, I love that. What a line. What a line.
Yes. So we got to do the plumbing costs
Yeah.
something. So we got to,
Absolutely.
make a living.
And
So
we even get assistance in that, right?
yes, of course. Yes. I mean, it's more than they getting fulfillment in their life. We are being fulfilled.
Oh, 100%.
Yes, I heard somebody telling some people help people because they see the need in others. some people help others because they see the need in themselves,
Wow.
isn't it?
Wow.
So it's both kind of a way.
That's quite deep.
Yes, so you got to. That's why you got to sit and just talk with
Yeah.
Rachik. I know he's busy and
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like that. He is an amazing, tremendous person. He's
Absolutely.
got a lot of wisdom, man.
I think one thing I've seen, and this is what's beautiful about just being around people and building relationships, you learn more through the way someone lives life than what they say. And
Yes,
one thing I know I've learned so much from him, it's better to serve than be served.
yes,
That's
yes.
the highest calling of any human being.
Yes, and he doesn't differentiate whether you come from UK or from Linglajpuram slum. It's the same smile and hug and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
same treatment.
Absolutely.
He will, he was the one of the first friends who took me to a Western restaurant and got me pizzas. I'll never forget that. The every bite, every time I eat a pizza, I remember Rajshekar.
Wow. That just
So
goes to show you, like, so many times it's not about what is being done, but the heart behind it.
yes,
A pizza to someone is like, oh yeah, I
just a
get pizza
normal.
all the time, it's fine. But somehow seeing that need in someone, oh,
Yes,
Camillo's my friend. I really want him to experience that, and that heart that pours out. It seems like a
yes.
pizza, but
It's more than that,
so much more.
Yes.
So much more. Lovely.
He builds his relationship around tea shops and food.
Food.
Yes, food is the main weakness of every young man, and Rachika has the gift of feeding them. So we've been fed. We've been fed every little way
Literally
possible.
and figuratively.
Yes, yes, truly. And even I tell my children that whatever I do, even today, whatever the way I care for other people, the way I talk with them, everything I learned from Rajshekar.
Wow.
Such is the impact that he has left on me and left on my children too. That's amazing. Hope we carry the candle for Rajshekar.
Absolutely. Impact of a relationship. So speaking of that, how did you all meet actually?
I come from a Catholic background, and one of my friends started to take me to Bible studies, and Rajshekar immediately took me under his wings.
With food?
Yes, not straight away with food, but tea.
Okay.
And he never spoke anything from the Bible with me, and because he knows it's a hard thing to come out of any religion or even practice because of the cultural thing. And all he used to say is just Jesus loves you, Camillo. 2 long years. He never gave up. He used to come, Camillo, come, are you free? Come, let's go. He had his YesD. I love his bike. Make me sit on his bike and take me to a chai shop, spend some time. He never spoke about Jesus, Bible, nothing. Just personal questions, one on one. How's life? What do you want to do? Well, what is your goal and dream and things like that? So from there, um, he groomed me. He groomed me to be. And after he left BBC, his is like what 11, 12 size of shoes. I had to step in and do that, but I couldn't do that. I was hopeless. But we did whatever we could,
Yeah.
and yeah,
That's what you're called to do.
Yes, yes. So that's what we did, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
And
I've heard
serving
a
in
lot about
Australia.
your BBC adventures.
Yes,
Little bit at least from Miriam.
yes, so amazing. Rajshekar was one guy who used to go get things. Things should be done. He's a go-getter.
Yeah. Very much.
And yes, and he used to raise funds in very, very dramatic ways. I would say, if that's the right word.
Could you give me an example?
Like
I'm curious.
Sunday morning, he used to get a lot of shoe polish and brushes. And as soon as the service finished, he'll give into everybody, all the youth's hand, and say, "Go brush, polish everybody's shoes,
Wow.
whether they like it or not. Just go polish it. We'll go polish it and say, "Sir, polish ho gaya, paisa deo."
They're resourceful. They're super
Yes,
resourceful.
yes, and that's one thing we did, and we did collecting the newspapers, washing sump tanks. Yeah, that was a beautiful
Sump
time.
tanks.
Yes, I mean we got to go in and collect all the dust.
Literally get your hands dirty.
Yes, yes.
In
And
fact, when I joined TFT, one of the first things Raj told me was, if you work here, gotta get ready to get your hands dirty.
yes,
And I've started learning what that means through my journey. Literally and figuratively, you step into situations that are otherwise very uncomfortable for people.
Yes.
You deal with people who are dealing with uncomfortable things,
Mm.
and you have to lean on God through it all.
Yes, yes. I mean, people need a shoulder to lean on, isn't it? And ears
Yeah.
to listen. Everybody
Yes.
can talk.
Mm.
And Rajshekar has a heart and ears to listen.
Absolutely.
I think that's his strength,
Mm.
which has kept all together even after so many years.
Absolutely. So then, what brought you from knowing Raj to suddenly coming to Australia? I know you said it was about studies, but what made that switch? Like, how did you find your way into this place of caring for people who are differently abled? Where did that heart come from?
I should mention a family friend and a church friend called Teresa Morris. She was an amazing instrument in our life, and she said, "Oh, Camillo, you looked after for a few of my friends and families. You'll be a good person there." And she took me there, introduced to a man, and she said, "Go for a walk with him." I said, "That's okay, that's fine." I went for a walk, went into the park. After like 10, 15 minutes, I came home back, says, "Okay, you are selected. Tomorrow onwards, you work." I said, "What?"
When was the interview? What?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and then she said, "You work here, you learn the skill, and I'll help you more." And she did help me. She did help me. I used to call Raj and tell she's an amazing person. Teresa Akka, I call her. And family, Liana, Morris Auntie. Morris Auntie is an amazing lady, very prayerful lady too. Yes. So that's how I landed up here, and I'm enjoying every single bit of it. I will not. If I had to die tonight, I believe God has done his part in my life.
Wow.
And if I have to live another day, I believe God has something else to achieve through me. It's just that I'm being open.
Your
Yes,
life so fulfilled, driven by
yes,
purpose.
yes. I mean, at the end of the day, you need to have a purpose, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. That's something even I'm discovering now. So have you heard of this book called Purpose Driven Life?
Yes,
Yeah.
Rick Warren.
Rick Warren, yeah.
Yes,
So I
yes.
just got it. One of my friends gifted it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely hardcover.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as I'm going through it, I've
Mm.
started to really confront, do I actually have a purpose? What am I
Mm.
actually doing? It forces you to actually confront what you're doing in life, because so many of us just go through life without even thinking about it. We're
Yes.
doing things that sound productive, look productive. We're doing things that sound loving,
Mm.
sometimes feel loving. But
Yes.
taking that step back,
Mm.
retreating into a quiet space,
Yes.
and then really looking within yourself,
Mm.
right? And that's also why I really love camp as a tool.
Yes. Yes.
That's something that I've always loved, but I didn't know it was called camp. One of my favorite memories was when I was a teen, early teen. I know I still look like a teen, but when I was actually a teen, there's a guy called Jacob Isaac. Sure, you would have heard him. Yeah, he's camping company Kerigma,
Yes.
or ministry rather. So his daughter and I were friends, and she said, "Come for a camp." Came for a camp, and it was all about faith. But I didn't have a clue. I was like, they were talking about different things. I was just obsessed with the nature. At that point, I didn't really have ears for that. But one of my favorite memories in life is building a tent in the forests of
Yes.
Avalanche.
Mm.
That
Oh,
campsite.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
First camp was in Avalanche.
That's
And like, if
amazing
you
place.
obviously you've been to Avalanche, you know what an experience that is.
Yes. Yes.
It is miles deep in the forest. You have to trek there.
Yes.
Something about leaving the city behind, leaving your normal context,
Mm.
escaping to this land
Mm.
where you're just down and deep, with nature.
Yes.
What a lovely
And
experience.
God speaks to you.
Oh, 100%.
Andrew, I do believe sometimes I might be a bit controversial here. I do believe
Nice.
that God Himself was more like a camper. That's why He never allowed Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob to never build a house. You read the scriptures; He is very clear. Pitch a tent. Wherever they went, they pitched a tent,
Yeah.
and when the
Moved
time
on.
came, move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a god of action and movement.
Yes, yes, and you can take him in that he's a camper. Maybe he never made the children of Israel too, like 40 long years. I know it's because of disobedience, but
Yeah.
then he made sure they lived in tents,
Yeah.
in a jungle, so that it'd be easy for him to talk.
Something humbling about that,
Yes, yes, you completely put your trust on him.
And actually, you reminded me of something, if I could share
Yes,
with you
oh
something.
yes, please.
So, one of the first camps I really felt God used me, because before that I've been working in TFT for more than 2 years now, and like as you know, I'm a monolingual, which in India is quite weird. So I only speak English. So a lot of the camps it was with Tamil speaking crowd, Kannada speaking crowd, and I used to have a hard time. Of course, I'd still give it my all because I believe that actions speak much louder than words.
Yep.
I would do that. But then the first camp, we went to Avalanche, and it was a church camp, and I got jurisdiction of one group. I don't know if jurisdiction is the right word, but I got to lead one group, and it was lovely. And so Dinesh, Kumar, and I were just walking through the forest, and we were planning to do one activity. And we were walking through it, and then suddenly that memory I had mentioned to you, my favorite memory, hit me,
Yes.
and I said, I didn't know it was the same campsite because Avalanche has changed a bit. I was walking through the forest and I was walking and I was feeling everything. I was like, something is so familiar about this place. Something like a core memory. When I looked around and I saw that little river, I said, this is where I came when I was a teen. And this is the
Yes.
activity we did. And suddenly Dinesh looked at me and he said, Andrew, let's do that. You lead it. And I was like, what? I've never led a camp. I've never led a group like that before, by myself. But then they came, and suddenly when he said that, something clicked, and I felt God speak to me. And he mentioned to me John chapter 1. And people are very familiar with, in the beginning was the Word.
Word, yes.
And then if you go just a little bit down, it says, and then the Word became flesh
Yes.
and made his dwelling among us.
Yes.
And that word actually translates to tent as well. Okay. And that's where I got a little curious. And so we went through the activity, and suddenly God spoke to me again, talking about this word tent. He said, why have I mentioned that word tent specifically? And if you Google tent, temporary shelter.
Yes.
Something about it is temporary,
Yes,
And so the discussion went on when I finished with the campers. And I think what God was really trying to tell us is, don't forget, I've blessed you with this body, I've blessed you with this life, so many things, but it is all temporary. This is a tent. Your life on earth is a tent. You're destined for something so much greater, something more eternal, and there's something super humbling about that. So midway through the first activity, again, God, as per usual, gives the weirdest prompts. He tells me, okay, they've built a tent, call them all together and make them destroy it. And these people have put in an hour of effort into making these tents from wood and stuff.
Yes.
And now when they break it, their faces look at me and they're like, what? Why?
Why?
And I said, just break it and meditate on it. And then they came back and I read this verse to them. I said, now I want you to connect this to your life.
Beautiful.
Are you building up something that you think is permanent? It's not.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Everything that is permanent through you is God's work, not yours.
That's right. That's absolutely true.
That was, I think, like you said, that was more for me than for them.
Yes.
The way God always speaks to people is by speaking to you first.
Yes.
Right. And I've been meditating on that for a very long time, for the last 2 years now.
Wow.
Which is also why I love that this is called Tent Talk.
Yes.
It's quite beautiful.
That's wonderful, man. That's amazing. Yeah. So yeah, the whole thing is a beautiful thing, isn't it? The camping style, because you're all by your own. There's no network or anything, and then suddenly, all of a sudden, like you said, God speaks to you, and then God speaks in the wilderness.
Yes.
Like he spoke to
Wow.
all
That's another
the
big
people.
topic. Yeah, absolutely.
Every prophet or individual. I mean, he hardly speaks to people inside the temple, but he makes sure he talk to you in the wilderness.
That's so true.
Yes, isn't it? And it's amazing how God uses this camping thing to grab people to Himself. I don't know whether I do know that you go to Pastor Vincent's church, and there was one camp that me and Dinesh did. By our own. We didn't. They said, "Oh, Camillo, can you come and do a camp?" I said, "Yeah, we can do it." 80 people were there.
Oh, that's big. Just two of you?
Yeah, just two of
80
us.
people?
80
Wow.
people. We went there. We had beautiful sessions, right, all through like morning devotions, evening, and usually Saturdays are the days where people are very emotional towards God's word and God's love, because there's nothing else to do than listen to each other's testimony and preaching of everything. This guy at I think around 12 o'clock in the night, he walks to Pastor Vincent Church and knocks the door and said, Pastor. He said, what happened? He got scared. He said, Pastor, can you come and baptize me now?
Wow.
Pastor said, hey, are you kidding me or what? It's 12 o'clock in the night. And he said, no, we don't do it. We'll do it tomorrow morning. Pastor, no, God is telling me. He said, no, it's too cold. Tell your God to come tomorrow. So now the next day we witnessed the first baptism. And if you know Arjuna, he said the camp has been running for more than 15, 20 years there.
Wow.
And that was the first
one.
baptism. And and they said, that's worth living it for. Yeah, and there was no words to thank God, but just tears to rejoice.
Well said. Oh, that was quite nice. Very
Yeah,
poetic. That's so
yeah.
true.
I mean, the camp is a place where you can grow.
So true.
Yeah, that that verse from Psalm 23, which says, "Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, where do you see the tallest trees? It's in the valleys. Where do you see the strongest trees? It's in the valleys again. When there is no sunlight, when the soil is rich, but there is no sunlight there. The trees try to reach the sun and fight the battle and go up. And that's why it grows so tall and the roots establish itself.
Wow.
And that's one of Raj's teaching, not mine. I just stole it from him.
He has so many of those golden nuggets.
Yes, there's too many papaya in the papaya trees. Yeah, that's one of them. So yeah, so I've learned a lot from camping, and my heart. I'm doing a different camping. I work with different people in a slots of hours. They try and encourage them. So that's how I connect myself with working with people.
Absolutely. And I really relate to you. So even I have aspirations of becoming a teacher. That's something that God has put in my heart. I don't know what type of teaching it is, but I know He's led me to pursue a degree in education.
Yes.
But it made me really think about what the heart of camping is, right? It's relationship.
Yes.
It's about that skill of looking into someone deep into their soul, asking the right questions, even listening to everything they have to say and allowing them to escape from their life. Because more often than not, people are so burdened, going through so much pain. They just want a shoulder to cry on. They want to leave that world behind, and that is the essence of camping.
Yes.
Leaving your context, entering a new context in which you can be free.
Yes.
In which you can listen and you can be listened to.
That's right.
Heart of camping, that is.
That's right. That's why Jesus said, if you don't come apart, you'll fall apart.
Oh, when did he say that?
No, when he said that, come unto me, all you are heavy burdened. So if you don't come apart, there's
You
all
will
the
fall
chances you will fall apart.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a nice way to say it. That's really
thank you,
cool.
Andrew.
Really nice.
Yes.
Hey, Camillo, it's been lovely talking to you.
Yeah, it's a privilege, man. It's an honor for me, as I said, to do this podcast with you and for TFT. Thanks for the opportunity, and I really pray and wish and bless TFT and all you guys for you are amazing. Keep rocking.
Thank you so
We
much.
have a saying in BBC which says, "Keep the candle burning." So keep it burning. Keep the campfire burning for Jesus.
Absolutely. Well said.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you so much.